Today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the Diamond Select Toys Age of Ultron Minimates 4-pack. Fittingly enough, that we are kind of around the corner from the new Avengers 2. It's not quite out yet, I know, but figured we have a look at the 4-pack of the Age of Ultron. This 4-pack includes the Conqueror Ultron, Age of Ultron Nick Fury, Age of Ultron Iron Man, and Age of Ultron Angela. I wasn't ever sure if it was Angela or Angela. I don't know. I guess it depends. It's potato. That's the way I look at it. This is recommended for ages 8 and up, as it has a choking hazard small parts not for children under 3 years of age. On the back of the package, the read-up says the evil android Ultron has taken over Earth from his home in the distant future, and Iron Man, Nick Fury, and the rest of Earth's heroes must travel through time to defeat him. But their history-changing mission also affects the fabric of reality, and the heavenly warrior named Angela is pulled into their universe. Visit www.diamondselecttoys.com and artasylum.com for more Minimates information. And Spot's going to take a break, get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Diamond Select Toys Age of Ultron Minimates. Don't go anywhere, guys. There's more heading your way. Stay tuned. This incredible box set does come with a slew of different accessories. Let's get the obvious ones out of the way first. They do come with their clear display stands, 4 in total. Each one of the characters do come with their own display stands, which is actually funny because I'm looking at Ultron here and I don't see, oh, there it is right there. I was going to say, I don't see a section. He has one smaller hole and then one larger hole. That's what I thought. It doesn't actually fit that peg hole. It's just a little too small. In fact, let's look at some of the other ones. I think they're all, yeah, they should all be the same peg hole. So Ultron actually doesn't come. He comes with a display stand, but he doesn't actually have the ability to stand and use the display stand. But you do get 4 of them. I'm always happy to get display stands, especially for the Minimates that used to come out that didn't have them. You know, these always come in handy. So you get 4 of those. Put those to the side. And let's have a look at the individual Minimates. Let's first start with Nick Fury. What? Nick Fury's a white guy? He used to be. He used to be back in the comics. And, or some people also remember him from that horrible made-for-TV movie, Nick Fury, with the Hoff, David Hasselhoff. But Nick Fury's wearing a vest. It looks as if he's got like a jetpack going on the back there. He does have a gun. And I thought it actually pegged into place, but again, like that peg hole is too small for that peg. Doesn't fit in there. It looks like it's the perfect fit for it, it just doesn't fit. So, I like this little gun that he's got, this little blaster. It looks like something Cable would have had. Possibly Cable. Minimate did come included with this at one point. And, oops, we don't mean to pop your arm off there. You can put the guns into his hand. He does, I suppose, technically come with 2. I mean, really, for that matter, they're ideal for any of the Minimates. But I don't really see Iron Man, for example, needing guns. You know, Iron Man would be a gun. You know, Angela, she would have a sword, which she actually does have a sword. So, you know, gun-wise, I think that pretty much goes to Nick Fury here. You can also take his gun, at least the smaller of the 2, and you can put it into his holster. It kind of hard, as always, to kind of get it around the belt area there. You kind of have to get it under the belt and then tuck it down. There you go. And also, too, take the gun out of his hand. Take the head off. Oh, there's bald Nick Fury. Take the head off. And then you can take this whole section completely off. That's if you want, you know, if you don't want the vest and you want just Nick Fury, you know, with his more shield, you know, look to him that he usually, well, used to wear at least. You have that option as well. I kind of dig it with the vest. It kind of gives him a bigger size, and of course gives him the benefit of the jetpack. And I assume it's a jetpack. It could be something else. I don't know. It looks like a jetpack. Articulation on all these pieces would be the same. I guess really excluding Ultron. He's got a lot more going on, Ultron. But articulation is that they'd have ball joint in the head, ball joint shoulders, hinge in the elbows, rotation in the wrists, swivel in the waist. Legs go forward, back, out, bend at the knee, and swiveled foot. There you have Nick Fury. He's a good looking piece. He's a good looking piece. He's like, I always think Nick Fury with like old school Nick Fury, kind of like this. I mean, it's just my call. I don't get me wrong. I like the Samuel L. Jackson Nick Fury too, but I'm kind of like an old school guy. I kind of like the old school classic Marvel characters. But this Nick Fury looks decent. He's a decent looking guy. Decent looking Minimate, I should say. Nick Fury, I'm going to give him a 7.5. Moving him to the side, and actually I put him on his display stand just so that way they don't fall accidentally. Having a look next at, you know what, let's have a look at Angela, or Angela. Could be Angela too, I don't know. Really a neat looking Minimate. She's got a lot going on for her. She comes also with a sword, which you can either put into her hand, or she has a little sheath at the back section here. You can just slide that into place. It's an odd place to keep a sword, but I'm not gonna judge her. You could take the hair off if you so wish and make her a bald Angela, but she also has this really nice gold, not only in the shoulders, the little wings that are in her hair, the area in her boots, really nice gold accents. I also like this back skirt that they've given her too, and I love these little strips of, I don't know what you would want to call them, little strips of fabric coming down at the back there. It adds just a little bit of extra stuff to it. She's a good size too. I mean, like comparing her to Iron Man, her hair definitely gives her a little added height. Iron Man kind of is dwarfed by Angela here. A really great looking piece though. You know, looking at her, it really makes me think, man, I wish they had done Spawn Minimates. That would have been cool. Spawn Minimate, like a little clown Minimate. Diamond Select, if you're listening, hello, by the way, thank you for watching my videos. But I would love to see, it's probably, you know, Spawn is probably past his prime. Let's face facts, he probably is. But, you know, I would love to see at some point them do Spawn Minimates. You know, I don't know. Angela, though, again, a great figure. I don't know if I gave her a rating. I don't think I gave her a rating. I just had a memory lapse because I was thinking of Spawn. But I would give her an 8. An 8 for Angela. Angela, whatever you want to call her. Having a look at Iron Man. Get a lot of Iron Mans. I know, we could always get a lot of Iron Man Minimates. But, you know, the good thing about this particular Iron Man is he's so different from the other Iron Mans we've seen. The Age of Ultron Iron Man has like the neon blue going through him. I mean, obviously your first thought, same thought as I probably have. Your first thought looking at him, you're probably thinking Tron. It looks a lot like Tron. And there's nothing wrong with that. I have no complaints at all with it looking like Tron. He looks scruffed. He looks, you know, downtrodden. He looks like he's been really beaten. He's got a lot of weight on his shoulders. But that's when Tony shines. Or Tony drinks, but I think more so shines. He comes with his helmet, which we've seen this helmet before. Now just all black with the gold on the front. It fits over his head. It's really, really tight though. There we go. I was going to say, that's an extremely secure fit. Not one that you would want to be taking a lot off, let me tell you. But yeah, he's a really fun-looking Iron Man. Equally so, very cool because he is so different than the other Iron Mans we've seen before. Articulation is the same. I won't touch too much on that. But he does also have this. And I can't quite gauge how this works. I know it seems pretty straightforward, but like it comes with 2 pieces. It comes in this piece, which perhaps pegs into his feet. So you have one without popping his feet off. And then it pegs into itself. But I can't gauge what you do here. Like whether he just actually stands on it. Because realistically, if you take the feet off, the feet you know, the feet wouldn't peg in either, but if you take the feet off, he still doesn't have any peg points to it. So that's the one thing I'm not quite certain of. I don't know why, I don't know how it works. Like, unless you just do that, just kind of stand him on top of it like that. But he does come with like a thruster propelled stand. Cool, but I just always prefer my Tony, or at least Iron Man, I just always prefer him posed, you know, just on a stand, kind of like what I'm doing right now. Just on a display stand and arms kind of bent, kind of like that. Tony, breath of fresh air. He's different. He's Tron-esque. Gonna give Tony here a 7.5. Lastly, I guess the real draw to the set is Ultron himself. And let me tell you, this guy is huge. Huge, at least from the standpoint of a Minimate. If we take him versus like Tony Stark, even with the display stand, Tony is severely dwarfed by the size of Ultron. Not only are you getting a super tall Ultron, but you're getting a super articulated Ultron that has a lot of extra stuff to it. You probably see right away he's got 6 arms. 6 arms which are each individually articulated. I'm not sure your preference as to how you want those arms specifically bent. You know, you can have just the back arms kind of bent like that. You know, I guess you could probably bring them up if you wanted to as well. Keeping in mind, like, this is how ingenious Diamond Select is. They take core regular Minimate bodies and they turn it into this. You know, just with the inclusion of like the torso piece. The torso piece has the extra arms pegged into those. So I mean, really, you could take this off if you wanted to. And you know what? We'll just take it off. I say that, and then let's just do it. Take it off. And the arms, there we go, just bend the arms this way. And this pegs back into place, and you can have just regular Ultron. Old plain Jane Ultron. Not really as impressive, but you can see that at least Diamond Select printed the torso piece. That if you decided you wanted to take this extra shell off, you could, and you still have a regular Ultron. He has translucent plastic on the inside, translucent red, but I can't get the helmet off, and I'm wondering if it's a fixed. It's not something that actually should. Oh, maybe. That's one thing about Minimates, is once you get a head stuck in something, especially with like Tony's head here, I'm never going to get that head off. Usually the one thing you want to do is just kind of put it in the socket and then just keep prying it out. But it's not, I don't think there's actually a face print on the inside here. I'm actually trying to look here. I don't know if there's an actual face print on the inside of that helmet. And it's funny enough as I would say that, the helmet did come off, or at least Ultron's head did come off, and inside is a really neat kind of red translucent face. Not quite an Ultron face, or at least that I would picture for Ultron, but really neat. I kind of like that. Although, you know, sometimes very hard to get helmets and stuff like that off, but the end result, though, very rewarding. Just going to actually put that back on and take the head completely off. I'm going to put the torso back on. Because I think, especially like his lower torso, it seems a little thin, I think, by leaving the torso off. This torso piece here. But he's, yeah, good size, good size. I mean, he has articulation, has the same as the regular Minimates, but because he's got these extra arms, each of those arms are articulated as well. The downside, though, is you can't move like some of the arms all that much. Or if anything, you know, they're moving the wrong way kind of thing. But again, I'm not quite certain how he's supposed to really have them. He could just really have them out, or, you know, these arms could just be down kind of thing. But he's neat. He is definitely fun. Ultron, I'm going to give him a good solid 8.5. Possibly even a 9. I'm going to give him a 9. A 9 for Ultron. Again, doesn't come with a display. Well, he does come with a display stand, but doesn't have the option to put him on the display stand. But I guess if you can get him just right, you know, you can get him still to stand. And then you have the other 4 Minimates there as well. Today's collectible spot, pretty fun set. We're linked today at the Diamond Select Toys Marvel's Age of Ultron box set. And the box set included Nick Fury, Ultron, Angela, and Iron Man. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more Minimates reviews heading your way and also more videos heading your way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.